on? John. All right, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. The weather is much nicer. Good morning. Welcome to the first stop of the National Naturalized and Ready to Vote Tour here in Las Vegas. Yay! My name is Yu Wing, and I'm so honored to be here today as a child immigrant coming to this country at the age of 11. I never thought my journey would end here today with this amazing opportunity to talk about our work in immigration advocacy. Now, coming from a country where your vote did not matter, and now have the opportunity to be able to advocate for our community as your first Vietnamese immigrant to be elected anywhere in Nevada. It is surreal to be in this moment and be able to help shape policy that affect our state and our country. Today, also in this building, many Nevadans will begin their final step in their immigration journey and apply to become U.S. citizens. As part of our mission at ACDC, we recognize how transformative naturalization can be for families and communities. And we are not alone in this vision. Many NPNA network organizations across the country are activating those we help become citizens, and in these final days ahead of the election, we are fired up and ready to get out the naturalized vote. Today's tour stop begins with a press conference followed by a PSA filming and a live podcast recording at 12 p.m. Pacific time. And of course, ongoing all day is the Citizenship Clinic. In today's press conference, you will hear from advocates, workers, and newly naturalized citizens who are excited to cast their first presidential vote, and just released today, will share the finding of the latest national poll testing naturalized voter attitudes. Without further ado, I would like to welcome our first speaker, my boss, ACDC's very own Vida Lin, President and founder of the Asian Community Development Council.
Thank you, Yui. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to give a special welcome to NPNA, the national partner who's collaborating with us today to be part of the tour kickoff. My name is Vida Lin, President and founder of the Asian Community Development Council, ACDC. When I think about the world of opportunity that becomes possible when someone becomes naturalized, it fills me with hope and determination to work for the future that's more representative here in our community can reach more opportunity for a better future. Since the last presidential election, over 41,000 Nevadans have become citizens and will be able to vote in the first presidential elections, and you'll hear from one of them today. Of the 41,000, nearly 26% are from Asian countries as the Philippines, China, Vietnam, and South Korea. While these numbers are significant, we know that when we activate our communities, these numbers have a true impact during the presidential election. In 2020, the election was won by 33,500 votes. At ACDC, we are reaching many people to get out to vote. Among them are naturalized citizens. And we're so excited to join forces with the local partners of NPNA and the New American Voters Campaign to ensure that their voices are heard at the ballot box. So make sure we vote, right? Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Vida, for those inspiring words. Here to show you and also tell you another amazing, awesome national immigration leader. I am so honored to work with this amazing person. Please welcome everyone, the Executive Director of NPNA, Ms. Nicole Malaku.
Thank you so much, Dewey and Vida, for that kind introduction. As I mentioned, we're here today to kick off our national tour that's traveling across the country to talk about the power of the naturalized vote. I am Nicole Malaku, the proud executive director of the National Partnership for New Americans. We love Nevada. Can I just get a round of applause for our folks here in Nevada? We have planned ACDC, APIA Vote, SEIU National, and the local here with us today. And it really is incredibly important for us to be able to kick off this tour here in the Silver State for a lot of reasons. And we know this state will be at play at this very critical time for our democracy. So this month, NPNA and our members across the country are hosting events coast to coast to promote and celebrate Citizenship Month. Currently, there are 9 million people nationally who are eligible to naturalize. But since the last election, 3.5 million people have become citizens over the last almost 4 years. And what that means is that here in Nevada, there's a number of folks who will be voting in their first presidential election. So as Yui and Vida said, today we'll be helping another handful of people who want to take that important step. And while we do that, we are also making sure that anybody who naturalized this year registers to vote and that they make sure their voice and values are heard at the poll on November 5th. So here in Nevada, we know that this economy does not work without our immigrant and refugee and newcomer communities who make this state a wonderful place to live and who help keep the operations of this country moving. We know that our communities are focused on opportunity, they're concerned about the economy, they're concerned about how to make good lives in this country. And that's what we're here to do today, is to talk about what will happen in the next 56 days. Of course, we know that there are forces trying to divide our community. There are folks who are talking about deporting our community, having people live in fear. There are folks who are talking about making it harder for people to access the process of naturalization. They're not talking about the issues that are impacting our community. So with 56 days left to go, we know that we have data about what's important to our community at the polls. So of the several hundred people that we polled for the state of Nevada in collaboration with Dr. Tom Wong at U.S. Immigration Policy Center, we have the latest data that shows that 84% here in Nevada are watching what's happening in this election. That means our community's tuned in, they're listening, and they're educating themselves on these issues. 98% have said that they are likely to be voting in this year's election. So we can't afford to leave any of our community's voices or vote on the table. And the top issues for our community, regardless of their country of origin, regardless of where they were born or how they got here or what they choose to do in their lives, the top issue, just like their US-born counterparts, is the economy and inflation. And so kitchen table issues matter for our community just like they do for our US-born counterparts. And so removing barriers to opportunity, ensuring everybody has access to an economy that works for all, ensuring that we can have good lives for our community and our family members is top of mind for people. So Nevada, I ask you, are we gonna take the bait that the country wants more division and more hate? No. Our community wants us to be thriving. Our community wants to be able to build good lives for themselves. So we're asking and we're calling on every partner here with us today to make sure that everybody who's eligible to vote registers to vote, especially our naturalized citizens. And what we want them to be able to do is to make a plan, a voting plan for November 5th. You can vote early, you can vote by mail, and make sure that you head to the polls this November. So Nevada, I ask you, are you ready? Yes. Are you ready to make sure that our voice is heard in this essential presidential election? Yes. Amazing. Well, we are thrilled to be in partnership and collaboration with every organization here today, and we know that our community is naturalized and ready to vote. Thank you for having us here today.
All right. That, if no one got, excited after that message, then I don't know what else we can do. So are we ready? Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much for those inspiring words, Nicole, and thank you for your work and you and your teamwork with with NPNA across the country to make sure that all of our voices are heard. And I have the honor to now introduce the next speaker, who is newly a naturalized U.S. citizen. We are so proud of her. She's part of our team who's leading the work every day to make sure that our communities are being served. Please welcome to the podium Edelweiss Solano, the Director of Family Services for Asian Community Development Council.
Thank you, Yui, for the introduction. And good morning, everyone. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Again, I am Edelweiss Rivera Solano, and I was born and raised in the Philippines. I moved to the United States in 2013 in search of opportunities in a different country where I can learn and experience a myriad of cultures, perspectives, and appreciate cultural differences. It was a sacrifice that I had to make to leave everything that was familiar. But I was also greeted with a promise and opportunity. After receiving my legal permanent resident status, I had the privilege to work at an advocacy and social service organization, the Asian Community Development Council, or ACDC, whose mission is to educate, connect, and empower the Asian American Pacific Islander community in Nevada. Through ACDC, I saw firsthand how intimidating it was for my community to navigate and to trust and to build trust. Who to trust? Understanding the N400 application form and the cost of assistance. And fortunately, I was able to serve and give impactful work in my community by helping them navigate through these fears and bring them free and quality resources. ACDC makes U.S. citizenship a reality for many. I am one of them. When I became eligible to naturalize last year, I applied without hesitation. On January 5th of this year, I became a U.S. citizen. Being an American citizen is so much more than clutching that small U.S. flag that I wave during my naturalization ceremony. It is about serving that bigger purpose, to have my voice finally be heard, to express my opinion on the candidate that I will vote for who reflects my values and represents the interest of my community. To help build a democracy that represents, protects, and works for people like me, who look like me, who look like us. To my fellow naturalized citizens and new American voters, I encourage you to vote and let your voice be heard. When we vote, we have the opportunity to change and advocate for better policies on immigration, language access, health care, and education to further advance equity, inclusion, and diversity. Voting is exercising your right of suffrage. It is also something provided by a democratic country. Now that we've naturalized, let's vote. And let's all be part of that change. To eligible permanent residents, I encourage you to apply for citizenship. Yes, the journey of becoming a U.S. citizen remains a challenging and daunting. However, organizations like the National Partnership for New Americans, Asian Community Development Council, Progressive Leadership Alliance of Nevada, and other immigration organization present here exists to advance immigration equity and inclusion through policy, advocacy, and building strategies to open pathways to citizenship, ensuring that all immigrants and refugee communities, regardless of their income or language skills, can navigate the application process easily and access the necessary information and assistance. So, take that next step and naturalize now. Thank you. Maraming salamat po.
Wow, that was incredible. Thank you, Vice. We need to do the work, and we need to make sure that everybody, every member of our community who's eligible have the opportunity to become a naturalized citizen. Next up, we have another great partner that was mentioned earlier. This organization has been in our community fighting for every voice to make sure that they are at the table to give us their commitment to the work in naturalization. Please welcome Lizette Becerra, Program Managers for the Progressive Leadership Alliance of Nevada. Lizette?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much to NPNA and ACDC for facilitating this platform for us. My name is Lizette Becerra. I'm Plan's Citizenship and Immigration Program Manager. I am a daughter of immigrants, and my parents were assisted through a program similar to Plan with regards to their immigration journey. And that grows my want and to provide that same support to our immigrant community today. Plan's commitment to naturalization is shown through the workshops that we provide, like the one that's happening today with ACDC, and the work that we're doing on the ground as direct legal service providers. We are made aware through some of these naturalization workshops of the fears and worries that some of our community members have in regards to proceeding with their naturalization applications. So for most, these fears disappear once they are provided the adequate information during either screenings or consultations. One of our recent naturalization workshops, we had a 71-year-old gentleman approach us for assistance, and he had been a legal permanent resident since 1986. Today, or this June, he attended his oath ceremony and will now be able to vote in this election. Yeah, so we see the value and the impact these initiatives have, and these are the reasons why we continue to stay committed to doing the work and being a reliable resource to our community here in Nevada. We also see that more individuals are becoming interested in starting their journey to naturalize. and citizenship is a big priority to us. I've personally been a part of plants naturalization workshops since 2016, and I've seen that the interest is still consistent since then. We know that the interest peaks during election years like this one, and we understand the importance of voting and hearing our voices be heard. So this year we've been a part of 2 naturalization workshops and expect to be a part of 2 additional ones before the end of the year. Our goal is to continue to build capacity and to continue to provide the work and expand our current outreach. The beautiful thing about Nevada is that we have multiple other partners like ACDC who also understand the importance of the work. And I think that is important as more Nevadans become more willing to take that last step in their immigration journeys and naturalize. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you again for your partnership, plans, ACDC, and NPNA always coming together and make sure that we serve our community, and we thank you for your partnership. Next, we have another amazing member of our community who is a frontline worker whose job every day is to make sure that our community is safe and healthy. Please welcome Kathleen Tubal, a registered nurse at the University Medical Center and also a member of SEIU 1107.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to be invited and share my story in front of all of you. I'm quite nervous. So my name is Kathleen Tubal. I had been a registered nurse for 20 years, and I work in the labor and delivery department. I had just been given the great opportunity to be naturalized last year, and I'm now eligible to vote. So I was born and raised in the Philippines, and when the opportunity came for me to come over to work here in the United States, of course I took it. Who wouldn't, right? Because this is a great country and we believe in this country. And so the moment that I got eligible to apply for naturalization, when I reached my 5 years, I immediately submitted my application. It was easy. So it's all done online. You can access it immediately. You don't have to worry about getting your papers get lost in the mail. You get updates through online, through emails. So it was straightforward. I've studied and the civics test and went for my interview, my biometrics, and then right then and there, the same day, I know that I'm gonna go to the oath taking. So it was really easy. So I really encourage everyone who hasn't done this step yet. The officers, they're not even scary. Yes, they're very nice. They accommodate. They will help you. So I believe that there's a lot of resources out there available for everyone who had been here and scared. No, don't be scared. Just go. You know. So now, as a new American, this is my home and my son's home. So he wants to be a doctor someday. So I really want to put it out there to choose a leader who will support me, my sons, and my son's journey. To make sure he's able to go to the school that he wants and make that dream come true. I also, as a frontliner, well, we help mothers deliver. We help new parents to transition to being a parent and to be able to support their family moving forward. So we want to make sure. I want to make sure that I'm able to choose a leader who will support my career and these new mothers as well, by giving them whatever they need, to support their family. Especially now with the impact of inflation that is hitting like a lot of us, like prices have gone up, the grocery stores everywhere, but our wages remain the same. So I would like my voice to be heard, to choose a leader who will do something about it, pretty much. Like, we cannot just work and just work. We want to choose a leader who will impact in giving us the standard of living that is livable for all of us. I want to elect a leader who will prioritize funding public schools. I want a leader who will support unions like the SEIU. Because they play a vital role in keeping our jobs secure, to improve our wages, and to make sure that we have better conditions, good working conditions, without worrying that one day you'll wake up and you don't have a job anymore. So that's what they're there for. So my message to people who still need to take the next step to become American citizens is to do it. Don't be afraid. So, U.S. citizenship guarantees that our voices are heard. And if you want things to change, it starts with us doing our part. So, just don't be scared. And thank you, everyone.
Wow. All I can say is wow. This morning, all the last 5-6 speaker has been nothing but amazing. You heard their journey from struggles, from poverty, from missed opportunity, coming into a land of opportunity, of achieving that American dream that so many of us, naturalized citizens, be able to take a part of. We heard stories from social worker, nurses, frontliner, doctors, community leaders, small business owner, all walks of life coming from all over to make sure that we tell America that this is the country of immigrants and the process of becoming a U.S. citizen is within reach. So if you are eligible, if you are able to fill out that application, partner with organizations like the National Partnership for the American throughout the country here and right here in Nevada with PLAN and with ACDC, you too can become a part of this journey. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you to our partners. Thank you to our community members. And let's go make that voice heard at the ballot box this November. Thank you very much.